Let me know what you guys think about the expansion in the comments, both the good and the bad. I want to hear everything. I want to get some discussions going in the comments down below. So please comment, let me know what you think. And gonna try and respond to all the comments. I want some nice, good discussions about World of Warcraft and this expansion down in the comments. Do you reckon it's Dragonflight or something else? Okay, 20 seconds. Here we go. Please be good. Please be good. Please be fucking good. I want this to be good so badly, bro. Okay, it's go time. Watching back on everything. It's Dragonflight. It's Dragonflight, alright.
For the Alliance!
Why is it... Next chapter.
For Azeroth!
Alright. Alright, what you got for me? What you got in store?
Hi everyone, I'm John Haidt, General Manager for Warcraft, and with me today are my friends Ian Hazacostas, who is the Game Director for World of Warcraft, and Holly Longdale, who leads up the production team for WoW Classic. I really appreciate you tuning in. I know we're really excited to be able to give you updates on what's happening in World of Warcraft. But first, I want to thank our community for all the feedback you've given us this year.
You've gotten a lot of feedback, alright.
Shape and influence the updates that we've done recently and what you're going to see.
Are we gonna get a
in the upcoming
finished
year.
expansion?
Really,
That's
for
what I
Shadowlands
want to
in
know.
particular, the story of the last 9 months or so of this expansion is all about the community, and it's shaped by what we've been hearing from them, and us realizing as a team that we just collectively needed to do a better job of making sure the community felt heard, and so that led us to the changes we made in 9.1.5, but also really re-examining some of the assumptions and foundations of World of Warcraft about things like character investment and mains versus alts, or how catch-up should work, or the appropriate role of friction in our systems. And I think 9.1.5 represented a step in the direction of letting players have more freedom to play World of Warcraft the way they want to play it. And we really built our Eternity's End content update from the ground up around those principles.
What are some of the things that the community said that influenced your decisions for Eternity's End?
Things like the method and pacing of acquisition of the Covenant Legendary item, tons of tuning, and I think every step of the way, we were listening to make sure that we were carrying forward those lessons learned in the course of 9.1.5 into Eternity's End and beyond.
So WoW Classic came about because of the community.
Yeah, they continue to
did.
help guide and support us as
They
Classic
said no.
evolves.
We
World of
said
Warcraft
yes.
has always been
We were
about
right.
the world and the players that inhabit it, and we are in a lot of ways curators and caretakers of that journey and of that experience. And so once this classic community formed and grew, we had to listen to them.
It's this tide of listening to the community and paying attention to what is a good experience for our players now. And where we really saw a sea change in this idea is with our Season of Mastery round, which is a Season of Fresh Start Classic. And initially we were talking about it like it was going to be like a fresh start. Let's try this experiment in a season. It'll be about a year long. And then when the community found out about it, we started seeing this upswell.
Yeah, the team just took that idea and ran with it.
Yeah, Classic
and
was
turned,
good
what
to
started
start
as a
out
small
like.
community project. Into
We needed
the
Classic, I
Soul of
feel
Iron
like.
system that became a centerpiece of Season of Mastery and a whole new opt-in hardcore.
Now I want to see
We've
what's
seen
next though.
communities built
But I'm
around
glad they
lots
are
of,
listening to the community.
thrilling victory and
That makes me
painful
happy.
defeat.
5 hours. I made it 5 hours.
Now hopefully they fulfill.
And it continues, like Burning
Fulfill
Crusade
it.
Classic. We wanted to balance the Paladin seals between Horde and Alliance, so we made an addition there. We wouldn't have gotten there without the community's input.
So
A lot of talk about the community.
Got another update and pretty significant controversial change for this.
Yeah, cross-faction play coming in 9.2.5, which is on a public test realm now as a big centerpiece.
Cross-faction.
What do you guys think
Breaking with
about
a 17-year
cross-faction?
tradition.
Yeah, it's something. It was not an easily made decision by any means, you know. And I think this is another one of those areas where really
I want to hear your guys' opinion. I don't know yet. I don't want to.
Ourselves as a team, whether there's a way.
I don't know how I feel
Paladins
about
such
it.
Earnestly held desire, and still feel like we're being true to the roots of the game. I think players desire to play with their friends who might prefer a different faction, or to play with the faction that they more closely identify with, even though their raid group is elsewhere.
It's really important to me. I play a lot of alts, and I love absorbing the story for each race, and having that ability to play with all of my friends across factions is fantastic.
At the end of the day,
Kinda get it.
The battle cry is for the Horde.
don't know if I
not
like it.
Against the Alliance. It's not death to the Alliance. It's about pride in one's faction. And I think there's a way to preserve that and even strengthen that while giving players the ability to make the same choice we've seen the greatest heroes make time and time again.
I can't wait to do this. I'm seeing a lot of my friends that I never knew had a max level character in the other faction suddenly come out of the woodwork.
And then, you know, with these cross-faction groups, many of them are going to be diving into something new that we're doing to kind of cap off Shadowlands, a Season 4. Kind of a remix of a bit of a greatest hits, revisiting all of our raid zones across the expansion.
Hey,
bringing
thread this in here.
some
Let's go.
Familiar older favorites.
Let's. I think it's Dragonflight. I don't know. We don't know yet.
A closing chapter, a little bit of a
They're talking a lot
to
about
Shadowlands.
listening to the
So everybody gets
community.
ready for what happens next.
If they do, I'm coming back,
Want to
and I hope
a
you're
fun
with me,
challenge
Freda.
everyone to sink their teeth into.
Really cool stuff for modern WoW players. I'm super excited about the gear upgrades that you're going to give me and the chance to go back and play some of those awesome raids.
There's a lot to explore. Very exciting.
For our next adventure in World of Warcraft,
Here we go,
back
boys.
to Azeroth.
Back to
We're
Azeroth.
going to a space with high fantasy. I mean, our fans of Azeroth for a long time. This has been kind of the foundation of much of the lore of WoW. So without further ado, let's watch the cinematic.
Let's do this. Hey. Please be good. Please be good. Oh, please be good. 10,000 years ago.
The world has been sundered. It cries out in pain. We must go to its aid. We entrust our ancestral home to you,
It's Dragonflight.
Watchers.
It's Dragonflight. Right?
Let the land slumber, hidden even from our own eyes. You will feel our return in the waking of the land. Then you must light the beacon of Tearhold, lest the path home be lost to us forever.
What's going on? Okay. Am I wrong? Is my expansion predictions wrong? I don't think it is. No. I think I'm right. This doesn't feel like a World of Warcraft cinematic. I kind of like that it doesn't feel like a World of Warcraft cinematic. Do you get what I mean? We haven't seen any dragons yet. We saw in the teaser when they went back. When they went back in time, we saw. This doesn't feel. It's just me. This doesn't feel like a World of Warcraft trailer. What now? Please make me want to come back. Please make me want to come back. Mm-hmm. I'm right. I'm right. It's Dragonflight. World is healing.
But her fate is yet uncertain.
I kind of like this cinematic.
Together, we shall be Azeroth's protectors.
Oh, are we gonna get some like information if there's any new classes, races?
Shall begin.
But we're going back to Azeroth though. Warcraft Dragonflight. There we go. It's official. It's official.
Dragons!
Dragons.
This is so cool.
No one saw it coming.
No one saw it coming. Carefully kept secret.
We all
But
saw it coming.
seriously, I mean, what did we just see there?
The awakening of the Dragon Isles, the return
The Dragon
of
Isles.
dragons, the dawn of a new age. Right, we've seen Rathian searching for his father's legacy, searching for the Dragon Isles. There's a reason why he hasn't been able to find them until now.
The beacon going off, is that summoning the dragons?
It is removing the concealment that had hidden the Dragon Isles from the world, but also beckoning the dragons back urgently in a time of need.
I assume
Okay.
pretty good variety of locales within the Dragon Isles.
Yes, the Dragon Isles, as kind of standard for WoW expansion, consist of
The zones
5
look
zones,
beautiful.
4 standard leveling zones, and a new starter zone that we'll get to in a second.
Can you
New
talk a
starter
little bit
zone.
about how the team found ways to thread the dragon aspects throughout the environments?
The Dragon Isles are a place that is lush and primal, bursting with elemental energy. As Azeroth herself,
The zones looks nice.
Those primal forces are expressed throughout the environment, whether it's magma activity, volcanic activity, whether it's the icy wastes of the Azure Span, and each one of those has a connection to a dragonflight that we've seen before. And it's going to be an amazing place for players to arrive at and explore.
All right, you know I'm going to ask.
Yes, okay, so
Can I be a dragon?
let's start getting into some features here and what Dragonflight means for you as well as just a place. So first off, yes, we have an all-new playable race, the Drakthir race.
Yeah.
This is a draconic race, but dragons in Warcraft have the ability to take on a humanoid form.
What classes can they be?
They have unique abilities as literally a dragon.
So it's
That
gonna be
doesn't
kinda
come
like a
with any of the existing
worgen,
classes.
but
And so
a
what we're doing
dragon?
is this is not just a new race, but it's also a new class. You know, adding a new race to World of Warcraft,
new
not just an ally race, is
class?
something that we don't do lightly. But telling this expansion, this story, so focused around dragons, felt like the perfect time for it. So if you are a Drakthir, you will be the Evoker class.
Drakthir
can only be
Evoker.
Evokers can only be Drakthir. And the reason why only a Drakthir could be an Evoker is that an Evoker is really combining the ability to call upon the magic of the different aspects with the unique physical gifts that a Drakthir has. The ability to actually take flight and do an Onyxia-style strafing deep breath over the battlefield, land on the other side, knock everyone back with a wing buffet, and then unleash your magical abilities.
Yes, please.
The Evoker has 2 specializations. They're a hybrid of either ranged DPS
Kinda
or
cool.
healer. And they wear mail armor. We figured, with the new hero classes we've added over the years, we have enough melee, we don't need more of those. And also probably don't need any more leather wearers.
I'm probably not gonna play one.
Exactly. This is definitely a hero class. And so that means that, like the Death Knights before them or Demon Hunters, they will be starting level 58, and then they're going to have a new starter zone. So they're going to have a slightly different journey into the Dragon Isles as opposed to the rest of us that are sailing there from other parts of Azeroth.
Can you talk a little bit about the customizations? Like what is going to be able to identify my Drakthir character?
Basically
Drakthir.
anything and everything. Skin color, hair color, jewelry, tattoos, other adornments. You can make this character.
So it's
the
kind of
expression
gonna
of
be
your
like,
identity in
yeah,
Azeroth.
it's gonna be like the
New
Worgen.
zone, new class,
Yep.
new race. Well, tell
What
us
do we
about
think,
some of
boys?
the system updates
Yeah,
or
so,
features.
of course, the new expansion brings with it, new systems, new features. I think in recent expansions, one of the things we've tended to do is really have these deep features that were closely tied to a specific expansion that would then get left behind as we moved on. And we've heard loud and clear from players that, it's kind of a bummer to start off every new expansion by leaving a large part of your character behind, by leaving a large part of your progression behind. So this time around, what we're doing is really pouring all of our energy into permanent revamps, overhauls, and improvements to World of Warcraft's core systems. Things like our progression systems, in this case, our talent system is something that we want to completely revamp. We want to take a look at
They're
our
revamping the
UI, take a look
talents.
at professions.
So with the talent revamp and the arrival of Classic, did you learn anything about how our talents work?
I think seeing a new generation of players play with those talents and work through those talent trees really underscored some of the things that, frankly, we lost when we shifted to the Mists of Pandaria style talents and beyond.
I want the old
piece of that
talents.
was some of just the granularity, the feeling of getting a level and spending a point to customize your character to make yourself a bit better in some specific way.
Yeah, I missed that.
But also, that sense of hybridity that you could have. That's something that we've largely lost. And so the new talent system avoids directly pitting player power throughput choices directly against those sort of utility hybrid choices, because we know that there's always a right outcome there. And we also understand that there's a lot of strength in the flexibility of the modern talent system to let players customize their talents for a particular encounter or for dungeons versus PvP, and we don't want to lose any of that.
So John, UI?
Oh my God.
Do I?
Yes, I got this 30-inch monitor trying to keep track of where I am on the map, all my buffs, and over here, what's going on in chat. It has literally made my eyes go like this. So
They're gonna implement some kind of bartender stuff.
Additions over the years, but really this is a revamp. This is an overhaul. And so we're excited to really modernize the look and feel while staying true to the origins.
They're gonna take away so you don't need
Take
add-ons,
away
kind
the
of.
sort of power user customization there. Add-ons are still there if you want them.
Okay.
But we want a much better default out-of-the-box experience for all players.
It's
new
about
and old.
time, actually.
can I reduce elements, remove elements? If I want to explore the world and see the beauty
Yes.
of Azeroth.
We need
To
this.
specific elements as much as possible.
like
We wanna let
that.
Players choose what
I
to
like
show,
that.
what to hide, so that they can control it themselves.
You mentioned professions.
Professions?
I have a critical question about this.
Go on.
Can I wear a chef's hat?
Yeah, I knew it.
Our approach to professions in Dragonflight is really all about delivering on fantasy and identity as a crafter. And so if you want to be a serious blacksmith, if you want to be a great leather worker, we want to deliver the ability to invest time and energy into that, become a master crafter, be able to make items that are in demand, interact with the community. One of the big pieces that we want to do to support that is a new work order system to have a bit more convenience than just spamming trade chat all day. But if you are someone, you're not yourself a blacksmith, or you have a bunch of mats and you want them forged into a great sword, you can put that work order up, list your mats, offer a commission, and a skilled blacksmith can come along and make you the weapon of your dreams.
I like that.
I think we left out one thing, though. You can be a Drakthir, go to Dragon Isles, Can I have a dragon?
What's the fantasy of dragons if not soaring over the lands? And so
New
I'm really
mounts?
excited to introduce a feature that we're
Oh, it's a
calling
cool
Dragonride.
animation.
It's dynamic with everything from momentum to dive bombs, the ability to just sort of build that speed up and feel the world rushing past you in a way that should be much more exciting than traditional flight that we've made available in the past, but that's also available for players through a customizable dragon mount right from the start.
Customizable?
This is a skill you learn over time, right, to become an awesome dragon rider?
Yes, you'll be able to sort of upgrade aspects of your flight, but you will have this new form of flight from the start. And the Dragon Companion that you have is, of course, very thoroughly customizable, which is a new thing for us for mounts. This is not just a generic dragon that everyone has, but a drake that is yours. What do you want its scales to look like, horns, the shape of its head, other
Kinda like that it's
armor pieces,
customizable.
and more. Take your pick.
This is so cool.
So the Dragonflight expansion is going to see
don't know
players
what I think
leveling
about
to
the new
70,
class,
going to
though.
the all-new continent of the Dragon Isles, which consists of 5 zones,
I
4 standard
don't know how I
zones,
feel about
and
it.
a new starter zone for
I
our
wouldn't play
Draktyr
one.
class, as well as a range of systems
There it is,
revamps,
Draktyr
such
class.
as a new talent system, an overhaul and update to our UI, and an entirely fresh
I mean,
look at
I feel like
professions with more depth than ever before.
it's
Also, getting
not the
around
class
Dragon
we
Isles is
needed.
going to come in the form of Dragonriding, which lets you
I don't know.
customize and upgrade your own mount so that you can fly in a sense from the start. And of course, as with any new expansion, we have a new set of dungeons, a raid, and much more to come.
We also have an alpha that will be starting up in the future.
Check out our website for more information and keep an eye out for those opt-in signups if you want to help us test out Dragonflight and give us even more feedback to make it better.
We do have a deep dive that follows this, so please stay around. Classic players, we haven't forgotten about you. You could probably guess where we're going to go next. One of the all-time favorite expansions
Wait.
from World of Warcraft. Let's watch the cinematic.
Wait. Yo, I'm not playing Dragonflight if this is it. If this is what I'm thinking about. Is this what I think it is? We're gonna get Lich King. We're gonna get Lich King. Best expansion ever.
The day you
Yes.
were born.
Yes. We needed this. We needed this. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm 100% coming back. I'm getting a classic account. I'm leveling up right now, preparing for this. I'm getting a classic account right now.
When my days have come to an end, you shall be king.
Yes. Yes. We needed this.
It's just incredible, isn't it? Every time I see the
Best
cinematic,
expansion
I get
ever.
chills. No pun intended, I get chills. As you saw, Wrath of the Lich King Classic is coming this year. It brings back so many memories. When you see that cinematic, what do you remember from Wrath of the Lich King?
Anytime you want to talk about undead frozen dragons, how can you not go back to Sindragosa as the source? That was the first expansion I played with my
This is
youngest
so
son,
good.
So I
Yeah.
can remember.
I don't know. I might just play
Goo
classic,
and
honestly.
Chunks of ice falling off and having to repeat that battle with the Lich King.
We're gonna
where
do
he
both
finally
though.
downed him.
But Lich
Such
King
an
server,
incredible moment. He jumped up out of his room and I jumped up out of my office. We're like, yeah, did it. So it's a very lasting tale for me.
let's do
So
share
as
that
you know,
bro.
with this expansion, you will
Not
in the
bad.
repatch be able to
Jag
play
spelar
the
på en
Death Knight.
reaction
They will
på
start at
en
level 55.
expansion
You don't
releasen.
have to have a high level character to make a Death Knight, so everyone will be able to make one.
We're excited to give players some time before Wrath officially launches to get geared up and ready to jump into Northrend with everybody else.
And there
Nice.
are so many zones and
We
areas
got time.
to explore. in Northrend, and I want us to talk about
I miss
some of our
Northrend.
favorites. So for me, Grizzly Hills has a very special place in my heart. The music was some of the best I've experienced.
Grizzly Hills
in
is
World
good.
of Warcraft.
One of my
I
favorite
still
songs.
make my way all the way up to Storm Peaks to try and find the time-lost proto-drake, and have yet to get it.
I've got to say Dragonflight. The wide open nature of the zone, Wormrest Temple in the center of it, it's an unforgettable expansion as both a developer and a player, and kind of making that transition from one to the other.
Now let's talk about some changes. So one thing we looked at
Changes.
is Dungeon Finder, and it feels like how we envision Classic, Dungeon Finder is not a good fit for our community.
That was kind of the first step that may have eroded some of that social fabric. Now, as people have gone through the experience of going back to vanilla, rebuilding those groups, relying on each other, not wanting necessarily a random participant just to show up and then leave.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
But
Let's go.
today, you can do that in Shadowlands. You'll be able to do that in Dragonflight. It's a self-selected group of people who specifically want that different experience.
Yes.
Let's make sure that's what we continue to give them.
That leads right into arena teams in Burning Crusade Classic. So we listen to the community and we remove that because individual rating is preferable and a better experience for them than arena teams. Also, with Wrath of the Lich King, Barbershop, which allows you to customize your character. We're going to be adding a few more options that were not existing when Wrath launched, but also there's another side of this where we are
Jag tror den är så. Nya expansionen verkar riktigt bra. Och Classic-servrarna, Lich King.
Seems the right thing to do, that just be available in game.
When will this release though? Probably in
More
December,
options to
right?
it, right?
It's sort of like spell batching in a sense. There's a lot of technical advancements, and it's not about the philosophy of what makes Classic classic and what brings people together. It's just what's the better experience, and let's not.
The thing is, like,
artificially restrict
on my mains,
something
like,
to
I have
provide a better
probably like
experience.
900 days played time, like logged in time. I put like 2 or 3 years of my life logged in, actively playing World of Warcraft.
We'll be introducing a level 70 boost so that players who want to get in with their friends or just explore North
Level
Rand
70
right away will be
boost?
able to do that. You can't apply it to a Death Knight, but you will be able to use it otherwise. And of course, we have Inscription, a whole new profession, so we're really excited about that. Yeah, and as we continue,
So we're gonna
this
try and
road
roll
to
Classic,
Wrath, we're gonna be
and
looking to getting a lot more feedback on beta, and we'll make changes as we need to.
because I'm not giving up on my mains. I want to try Dragonflight. The new class though, the new class, I'm not sure.
And taking us
I'm
somewhere
not
new
sure.
with Dragonflight. We're so excited to be able to bring these adventures to you. Don't forget, there's a deep dive on Dragonflight where you're going to get a lot more information. Thank you so much for spending this time with us, and we'll see you in Azeroth.
And we'll see you in Northrend.
And in the Dragon Isles.
Dragonflight deep dive starts now. So, to summarize it, I think this is good. I think this is good for the community. I think this is good for World of Warcraft as a game. What I'm conflicted about right now is that I love Wrath of the Lich King and I want to try the new expansion. Hopefully we can try and balance both. I don't know. But I feel like it's gonna bring a lot of people back, right? I really feel like it's, and all these small changes as well, doing something about the UI, great. Doing more like customization wise, great. The things I'm not 100% sure about is the new hero class and the cross faction play. I feel like it takes away a bit of the charm, like Horde Alliance, but at the same time I get it if you have like friends that play Alliance and you're a Horde and you want to play together. But I don't know, it feels weird for me. It might be good, it might be bad, I don't know about that, but the new hero class, in my opinion, doesn't look that good, bro. It looks like a Worgen, but semi-half dragon. Like, it just looked weird, bro. I would get NPCs looking like that, being like that. But as a playable race, I don't know. But I do think this is good for the community, and I do think this will be a good expansion. And I'm looking forward for Wrath of the Lich King.
legacy, to be the
I want to
protectors,
see
as
what the people
cinematic
say.
mentioned, that they once were.
Okay, I kind of
To
thought
do
of that as
they're
well.
going to need the help of our heroes, our players, to come to the Dragon Isles with them and face some of these reawakening.
This is kind of World of Warcraft, how to train your dragon. You gotta customize your dragon, you can learn different flying moves. uh, let's see what the chat feels. Remove boost. Please, they're not gonna do that. They're making too much money on the boost and they get too many players back with the boost. That's not gonna happen.
Well, in the Dragon Isles, we're going to find out about a civilization of
Upgrade the WoW engine. We're a bit far away from that.
And some of our favorite characters that we've seen over the
Why
last
remove
expansions, such as
Dungeon Fighter? No one is forced to use it. Good topic. I felt like I had more friends and more of a community in World of Warcraft when there was no Dungeon Finder. It's simple, it's neat with the Dungeon Finder, but it kinda gets the social communication-wise gameplay boring, if that makes sense.
that he put into motion.
Neltharion saw those primalists that were kind of
Amazon New World is so much better, sad, lol.
And so in those first experiments, he took
You don't have, like, I play New World, I enjoy New World,
he combined it.
but there's no better gameplay mechanic-wise or story-wise game MMO than World of Warcraft.
The ideal soldier in his
It isn't. I don't know what I feel about this though. The Dragfear,
aims of this expansion.
we're gonna have to wait and see.
Ancient place that the dragons left behind long ago. So we've made these huge zones with all kinds of places to delve into and find little treasures and little secrets tucked away. It's gonna be a lot of fun for players.
Get this guy out of here. He's ruined the game story.
So much architectural history and how
Wait. I saw somebody write about the dragon characters.
and how it lost so much, and the themes of trying to return to that, to try to find your legacy, to try to figure out
Back to your
were,
definite
or
Smith, I should bring me
everything
back.
went
Oh my god,
awry.
no.
But there's questions, thematic questions of
Stop with the dragon races.
true to your legacy.
In before.
Are we going to
They deleting messages.
The dragons have had to learn
In before dragons been able to fly around, but players have to grind to fly because reasons.
Dragons see this now as the time that they have
How to
return.
train your dragon, but in
Step
WoW.
up once again as protectors of Azeroth. We're helping the dragons because the dragons have helped us in the past too. So by using the Explorers League and the Reliquary together, that allows us to delve into some of that history.
And
The
when I
story
look
totally
at,
made sense before
Dawn
Rose tinted
of the
glasses.
Dragon
Cool.
Isles in all of its visual splendor, I get so excited for the prospect of a truly Azerothian adventure alongside Calicos, along with Rathian, Ebon.
This didn't learn from
Sarah's daughter, Marissa.
mistakes from the past. I think they've done now because they talk a lot about the community.
I am
But maybe that's just talk. We're gonna have to wait and see.
and the potential for
I'm kinda happy with it. I'm not super hyped. Not gonna lie. But I'm kinda happy about it. It could be good. We don't know before we try. So, either way, I'll be live later. I just wanted to be online here reacting to this. Gonna upload this later. Summarize it. It could be a good expansion. I'm looking forward to classic Wrath of the Lich King. The zones in the new area looks awesome. We're going back to Azeroth. UI updates, hopefully not as grindy as Shadowlands was. And we're gonna have to see. Hopefully don't make a overpowered fucking hero class. All we're gonna see is these Dragfears everywhere. Either way, I'm out. Let me know what you guys think about the expansion in the comments. Both the good and the bad. I want to hear everything. I want to get some discussions going in the comments down below. So please comment. Let me know what you think. And gonna try and respond to all the comments. I want some nice, good discussions about World of Warcraft and this expansion down in the comments. Take care, boys. I'll see you around.